Hello, and welcome to another episode of TacoBytes, your daily bite of Degen, episode number 794, coming to you live from somewhere, nowhere, DevCon in Bangkok, Thailand. We are here. It is day one. It is the end of day one of the actual Ethereum Foundation Developer Conference hosted here. This is number 7. And so one of the great things that was really awesome about it was the fact that, there was so much going on today. Got to talk. There was a lot of talks. One of the major talks that we missed was from Jake, one of the Ethereum Foundation core devs, on the next plan roadmap for Ethereum, but not even getting worked on yet. And that is getting rid of the consensus layer and like redoing it and getting rid of, and Beam chain is the new thing. But this is like a 7-year process plan. And it hasn't even started yet. And so, but a lot of talking about the building on the future and removing the technical debt and understanding that where those things issues are, but really about ramping up Ethereum and scalability on Ethereum, which is sort of a little bit of a deviation from current roadmap that was deviated. Originally, the plan was for scalability on Ethereum, and then recently that has been shifted more towards scalability support of layer 2s of rollups. So, let Ethereum be the battle tank machine that it is, and just slowly always moving forward, providing security, and then allowing all of these thousands of other transactions per second to happen on layer 2s, 3s, and 4s that all sort of roll up and settle on Ethereum. And so that was one of the main game plans. But then now it looks like there's been a slight shift in some people within the Ethereum Foundation on that plan of action for Ethereum. And so, but it's not a contentious view. It's just, hey, this is something that we really would like to do, and and pull that apart. So it's a really interesting take on it, and I think that there's some really big possibilities there. Got to talk with a ton of people building within Ethereum. I had a great time. Even took time to go and play one of the longest in-person games of chess that I've gotten to play in a long time while talking to someone. And so I had a really good time with that. So huge shout out to 0x Knowledge Truth. Some people might think of 0x Knowledge Proof or 0x Truth, but this is 0x Knowledge Truth. He is a great individual, and I had a great time talking and playing chess with him today. One of the really cool people that I got to run into, and they completely surprised me. But what is their online name? I forget. Now that I know what their real name is, let's see, where is the Conduit. And so the Conduit, he doxed himself to me today. And that was just what was really cool was his assistant saw me and pointed me out. And so they went and sat over to the side. And then she came over and got me after a conversation I was having. She's like, I want, someone wants to see you. And, you'll really want to see them. And I've known the Conduit now for about 3.5 years, maybe 4 years now. And getting to, it's always a great, I really do enjoy like seeing him. And if you have seen the Conduit, you know exactly, what he looks like in conferences. To not see him is sort of like when everyone sees me in a suit without all my badges on and stuff like that. It's sort of hilarious. But Man, it was a bunch of giggles there. I was super happy with that. And I don't know, that sort of made my day. But also, then I got to go talk with a whole bunch of other projects that are building some cool stuff. I got so stuck and sucked into talking with individual people that I forgot to visit all the booths like during booth hours. And so ran through some of the booths as the teams were moving on to their next events for the night and stuff like that. And so I have a lot to do tomorrow morning. Whew, it is 2:12 a.m. here, and I have to be up in 5 hours. So we're gonna try to keep this short. But some of the really cool projects that I'm excited to talk to tomorrow morning that I didn't get to talk to was like Lighthouse, um, some more people over at Gitcoin, and but huge shout out to ENS and for Friends Day yesterday, and then I got to pick up a new ENS name badge card today. Made me super happy. Those people that remember you and you get to see, maybe once or twice per year around the world. Really, it's just a really cool time and really grateful. Had a really cool conversation with some Ethereum devs about, just some of the different ecosystems of, compatibility between non-EVM chains and EVM chains. And I know one of the highlight talks today was Vitalik speaking. We didn't get to go see his talk today, but we did see his talk the day before. And so super, super excited about that. Um, and you just there was just such excitement in the air today. It is technically, late Tuesday night or 2 o'clock Wednesday morning here in Thailand. And so one of the really big highlights of the day for a lot of people was Bitcoin hitting $90,000. Do you know how many people were super happy about that? Like, this is just one of those things where like it's like every few minutes, every account out there was posting Bitcoin hits all new time high record. Basically, like that now and every 1,000th of a cent higher that Bitcoin goes up is a new all-time high record. And so uh, I don't say we're going to get burnt out on that, but that the excitement is there because um, money is inflowing on an institutional level into like both the false holdings, the ETFs, um, the Ethereum ETF and the Bitcoin ETF. But what's great is those institutions have to buy and make sure they have in custody those products, and so it's really driving up demand and action, and it's really sort of cool to see how that flows around the rest of the ecosystem, and that makes so many people happy. But what I really believe is it's such a strong entry point for people to learn and ask more. Um, After sort of visiting through a lot of the different booths and talking to random projects and people, we only ended up going to, we went to the we were invited to the Infinix and Barachain rooftop party at Babylon, and that was an amazing night and time. Got to run into a lot of old friends, that some people I hadn't seen for uh 2+ years. So sort of interesting to see how that went. And like just sort of conversations picking up. So it was, and then got to make a ton of new friends as well and meet a lot of different teams building in the Barachain ecosystem, talk more with the Infinix team and stuff like that. There's some really cool stuff there, and would be there should be a lot of cool development there within Infinix, and I think that they should be on people's radar. Um, but Barachain is definitely something to be on people's radar. We see how much traction it's getting, not just from the Degen community, but from like the VC community, where this proof of reserve, this proof of asset type of mentality is sort of shifting from, instead of, false money or printed money backing other printed money, but hard assets backing hard assets, backing hard assets. Um, and so I think that there's a really, and all being over collateralized, and the security side of it, is bar none. So super excited for that. I did get to run into the Scroll team, and I did have to pass on my condolences for the recent Dex hack that happened over there, which sort of sucks, as Scroll is just starting to lift off on its feet. But I feel that they're going to come back stronger from that. Scroll's been doing some really cool things on the privacy side for people, and super excited to see that. But I got what's really hilarious over the last week, and culminated today with like 5 different text messages, not Telegram, text messages from like family offices and wealth management companies, individuals, that are like, "Hey, where can I go get this myself?" type of questions. And really, as much as people like might disagree with me on this, for like new people, I don't like that, are wanting to dip their foot in. I It's the easiest thing. I just send them to Coinbase. Yes, I'll teach them about self custody and everything like that. But right now, where the U.S. is heading, and with the amount of regulatory clearances and regulatory compliance that Coinbase is following through with, and delivering on, I think that is the super easiest entry point for a lot of people. And the thing that I really like about Coinbase, what it's been doing with its learn and earns, where people get paid to go learn about crypto, is instead of holding all of it within their own app, they're saying, hey, go download this self custody wallet, follow these steps for this chain and do their wallet, and then send your money from Coinbase to this self custody wallet. So literally, Coinbase is paying people to learn about self custody and to interact with these new apps way better than like I could, unless I was like sitting right next to you, holding your hand and walking you through it. And they're incentivizing it, other than having some big giant Viking guy sitting over their shoulder looking at them. They get to fumble around with it and figure it out. And I think that that's one of the strongest things. That was one of the strongest things for me. What we do right now, we're just clicking buttons, you know? Um, and this falls into that category of, you put enough monkeys in a room pounding away on keyboards, in a billion years, one of them is perfectly going to write an exact copy of all of Shakespeare's work. That's not to say that 999 million other monkeys aren't going to write out Shakespeare's work, but they might put a period in the wrong place or something like that. So it comes to random chance type of thing. But by interacting with DeFi protocols enough, you click buttons to not only understand what's going on, but how to get out of those issues as well. And so I think that that's a really cool power play that Coinbase is doing, that is underutilized and underrealized, is that they are literally pushing money off of their platform and teaching people, and paying people to learn about self custody, and not just the Coinbase app wallet, their DeFi self custody wallet, but other chains and stuff like that. And so I think that there's a huge play there, that you want to get your grandma on, you want to get your friends on, get them on Coinbase. So I'm super excited to sort of see how that continues to go, and really excited to sort of see what happens next. I'm super excited for tomorrow. I'm going to be hitting up the conference in the morning time, but then 12 o'clock I will be at the Cactus Rooftop Lounge Bar, whatever, for the Bit Angels pitch event, Bangkok event. And so I'm going to be, I think I'm speaker and judge over at, we have like 19 projects pitching, great networking time and ability, and super excited to see what comes and what builds out next. So huge shout out to Infinex for an amazing event. Just conversation after conversation with amazing people. And you know, just the vibes were immaculate. And you know, and to all of those that are building on Barachain, um, super bullish uh, on you guys and gals. And so even got to meet Smokey, the Bara, you know, undoxed without his mask, and that was sort of really cool too. So it was just a great. It's been a great day here in Bangkok for day one of DevCon, and we will see you more tomorrow. And as always, I want to thank everyone on LinkedIn, Player One Taco, YouTube, 0x YouTube, Twitch, Twitter, Telegram, Rumble, Kick, on chain via Unlonely, and on chain via Soul Media Tech and IPFS for joining us today. And we will see you tomorrow. As all, oh, and we went and rode one of those motorcycle cabs, not the like the you know trikes where you get like sit on seats like it's a golf cart, but literally hugging some other dude with my knees while like I was had a camera in one hand, laughing my ass off, speeding around Bangkok, which was as he's going like literally left and right through traffic, across traffic. That was, oh my God, the funnest thing on the face of the planet. So we will see you all tomorrow. And as always, we end with two things: our words of wisdom and the greatest worst knock knock joke on the face of the planet. And those are: a closed mouth cannot be fed, and you cannot feed a closed mouth. Meaning, if no one knows you're looking for opportunity, opportunity can never come a knocking. If opportunity does come knocking and no one answers, it's going to keep on walking. And with that, we want to wish everyone a great and wonderful night. GM. Until next time, we end with the greatest worst knock knock joke on the face of the planet in honor of those that come before us and remembering those that come after us. Knock knock. Who's there?